Test 1 2. Test 1 2. So beautiful day for baseball here in the International Baseball Centre in Ashburn, County Meath. Getting going right on time here. 18 degrees Celsius at game time, due to get up to maybe 21 or 22. We've got the B-League Irish Baseball Finals here today. Starting off with a called strike on Topfer. We've got the Belfast Northstars playing against the Cork Renegades. Both of them topped their divisions, the Renegades winning the B2 division and the Northstars topping the B1 division. So Topfer retired with a fly to shortstop. That's going to bring up Andres Formes, the shortstop. And takes a pitch in the dirt for ball one. And that one away for ball two. Falling behind Formes here, 3-0. And there's a called strike. And Formes lifts this one also in the infield. Shortstop Mark Smith has room. And that's first two retired, both on flies out to the shortstop. It's going to bring up James Kelly, the center fielder. Defensively for the Northstars, we've got Kelly in left, Hamill in centre, Gibson in right. Sean Shackley is the first baseman, Santos second, Smith the shortstop, Riley at third, Carahill's the catcher, and Darwin Sanchez on the mound. And 2-0 goes the count on Kelly. So he loses Kelly there on 4 straight. He's going to make his way down to first base. Going to bring up the catcher Butramos with 2 away. 2 7-inning game doubleheader here today. Runner goes, first pitch, throw down to second base is offline and into center field. But the runner's going to hold on there at second. Ball one, the call on Butramos, and that's a stolen base for James Kelly. So runner in scoring position now for the Renegades. One's high for a ball. And outside, so that's 3 batters in a row that Sanchez has fallen behind 3-0. Sorry, it was 2-1 actually. But that one misses, taking it to 3-1. That one gets a little piece of him. Ball 4 anyway. He's going to make his way up to first base, and that's going to bring up Gow, the second baseman. So runners on first and second now. We've got Kelly at second and Butramos at first. And Sanchez starts Gow off with a called strike. And that one misses down and away, evens the count at 1-1. And called strike there on the inside corner. That's going to even it up at 2-2. Gow swings and foul tips this one. Catcher cannot hold it, so he's going to have to do it again. Still 2 balls and 2 strikes. And this one lifted up in foul territory over at third base. Third baseman moving, catcher over. Third baseman has room and makes the catch. So Gow is retired for the third out and no runs. For the Renegades, we go to the bottom of the first with the Stars coming up. So we go to the bottom of the first inning. Devin Carahill, the catcher, is going to lead it off for the North Stars. Renegades failed to score in the top of the first. Defensively for the Renegades, we've got Kelly brothers in left field, Eric, and in center field, James. In right field is Pompa. Topfer at first base. Gow at second, Formez at shortstop, and Sibiliano at third base. Butchermoss is the catcher, and Zabdraki the pitcher. Swing and a miss there. Count goes to 1-1 on Carahill. And Zabdraki drops down on that one, catches the outside corner for a called strike. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Stays with the sidearm there, it's a bit low. And that's going to even the count up at 2-2. And Carhill swings at this one, pops it up on the right side, and the second baseman's going to get under that and makes the catch. So Carhill is retired, and that's going to bring up the shortstop, Mark Smith. Smith first pitch swinging, grounds it over into the hole of shortstop, comes up with it, fires across the diamond just in time to take care of Smith. Nice play there to stick with that one, and he's retired on the 6-3. That's going to bring up the pitcher, Sanchez. So Draki, the pitcher, hails from Poland. Starts Sanchez up high and inside for ball one. Quite a cosmopolitan team, the Renegades. I understand they have 17 different nationalities on their roster. Two 2-0 now on Sanchez. That one gets a called strike on the inside corner. 2 balls and 1 strike. Sanchez swings through that one. That's going to even it up at 2-2. This one off the end of the bat, softly lifted to short. Formos plays that nicely on the hop, fires across in time, and the Northstars go down 1-2-3 in the first, and we'll go to the second inning, 0-0. So we go to the top of the second now. Pompa's going to come up, the right fielder, to lead it off for the Renegades. 0-0 the score after the first. Sanchez floats the first one in there for a called strike. And the second one catches the inside corner also. 0-2 the count. And he goes for a harder pitch there. The fastball just misses on the outside corner. 1 ball and 2 strikes now on Pompa. And that one down and away misses. 2-2. This pitch yanked down the third base line, but just fouled of the bag. So the count remains at 2-2 on Pompa. And a little jam shot here, softly hit over to short. Going to be a tough play, has to come in on it. Fires over to first. Ooh, would have been in time, but first baseman could not come up with it. So Pompa is going to be on board on the error by the first baseman. It goes in the book as a 6E3, and we have a leadoff base runner. It's going to bring up the extra hitter, Brett Sutherland. A quick check on Pompa over there at first. First pitch from Sanchez is high and tied for ball 1. And Sutherland swings and fouls this one up and out of play on the third base side, and that evens it up at ball and a strike. And Sanchez checks again, trying to keep Pompa close there over at first. And sure enough, runner goes. That's a called strike, and the throw is cut off early, and runner's going to be safe at second with the stolen base. So 1 ball, 2 strikes now the count on Sutherland. Pompa in the scoring position now at second with nobody out. High pitch is hacked foul by Sutherland. Count stays at 1-2. And there's a hard hit ball down to third base. Third baseman can't quite come up with it, and Sutherland's going to be aboard with an infield hit. So runners on first and second now for the left fielder Eric Kelly. And that one just missing off the outside of the plate. Sanchez wanted the call. And that one high and tight. That one outside, quick fire over to first base, but runners back in safely, and the count goes to 3 balls and no strikes. And he loses Kelly. That's going to load him up as he goes to first, pushes Sutherland over to second base and Pompa to third. And it's going to bring up the third baseman, Sibiliano, with the bases loaded and nobody out. So Renegades getting something going here in the top of the second. And pick throw over the third, and they've got him, and that is a terrible base running mistake there by Pompa as he is picked off. And this one now lifted into shallow left field. Left fielder coming in on it, but he is going to struggle to get there, and that's going to find the grass. And everybody is going to be safe on that one. Sibiliano's aboard with the single to left, pushes Kelly over to second base and Sutherland around to third. So there's one away here. It's going to bring up the pitchers of Draki. First pitch to him high and tight. That one in off the plate. 2-0 the count now. And that one gets the inside corner. Foul tip on that one. Runs the count full. Pitch high puts the Renegades on the board. That walks in Sutherland from third base, Kelly over to third, Sibiliano to second, and Zadraki takes his spot at first base, and that gets us back to the top of the order with Tup for the first baseman. That one gets away past the catcher back to the screen, and Kelly is going to come in and score from third base on the wild pitch. The other two runners also advance, so Sibiliano now at third, Zadraki at second. First base is open and ball one on Topher. Next pitch to him comes in high for a ball. And Topher lifts this one into left field, shallow, but oncoming is the left fielder is going to make the play. And the runners are going to stay where they are. That wasn't deep enough for the runner at third to tag. So that's the second out of the inning. It's going to bring up the shortstop, Formes, with two runners in scoring position now and two away. And Sanchez starts him off with a ball high. Sanchez checks over at third again, runner diving back in safely. They're not going to be caught by that one again. Sanchez checks again over at third. And again, but back safely. And that one almost gets a piece of 4 minutes, but that's just going to be ball 3. 3-0 now. And that one's in the dirt, just going to load him up again. As Formas goes up to first base with Sadraki at second and Sibiano at third. And that brings up James Kelly. Walked on his first time up in the first inning. And the first pitch to him catches corner. He lifts this one over towards the second baseman. He can't quite come up with it, but recovers and just in time to get him at first base. So that sends the Renegades down, but not before they take first blood and put up 2 runs in the top of the second. We go to the bottom of the second. Stars coming up. Okay, so we come to the bottom of the second inning. Renegades put up 2 runs in the top of the second to take the lead 2-0. The extra hitter, Randy Cornwell, is going to lead it off for the Northstars. Northstars went down 1-2-3 in the first inning. And so Draki starts him off inside for ball 1. Nice fastball there on the outside corner. It's going to even it up at 1-1. And this one chopped over to shortstop. Forma's coming in on it. Makes the grab and fires across to first in time to retire Cornwell. And that's one away. That's going to bring up the left fielder, Kelly. First pitch to Kelly's down for ball one. Called strike there, evens it up at ball and a strike. This one's lifted into left, but right at the left fielder. Kelly's going to take care of it. So that's two quick outs. Going to bring up Sean Shackley, the first baseman. And the first pitch to Shaq just misses. Next one's further down and away. 2 balls and no strikes. That goes at him at the fastball there for a called strike. Drops down a little there, catches the outside corner. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Shackley yet to swing the bat. And takes this one inside, and that's going to run the count full. And that one, a called third strike at the top of the zone there. Shackley thought it was high, but he goes down looking. And once again, the North Stars go down 1-2-3. And the score remains 2-0. We go to the third. So we go to the third now. 2-0 Renegades. and Butchermus, the catcher, is going to lead it off. He was hit by a pitch his first time up, but was left stranded at first base. And first pitch is down, check swing from Butchermus. Catcher appeals down to the plate or field umpire Casper Coffey, who says no, he did not swing. This one fouled away out of play. Sean Grant, your home plate umpire today. And that breaking ball just catches the inside corner for called strike. 1 ball and 2 strikes now on Butchermus. He fouls that one straight back, and count remains at 1-2. And this one grounded over to third base. Third baseman comes up with a soft throw though, and it bounces, and first baseman Shackley can't come up with it. So that's going to be an error on the third baseman. And Butchermus is aboard with the leadoff single. That's going to bring up the second baseman, Gao. Gao flew out in foul territory to the third baseman in the first inning. So he's 0 for 1 today. Runner goes on the pitch, called strike at the plate, head first slide into second base, safe. So Butchermus is in there with a stolen base. And a strike called on Gao. This one grounded over the shortstop. Runner holds at second. Smith comes up with it. Pump fakes once, but still has time to throw him out at first base. So Gao is retired. And that's going to bring up Pompa, the right fielder. Got a board on that error. Runner goes on the pitch, called strike, fires down to third, not in time. Throw goes into left field, but the runner's going to hold on there at third base. So another stolen base for Butchermus, being a bit of a menace on the bases. And that was a called strike on Pompa. Next pitch high and tight, misses. 1 ball and 1 strike. So runner on third base with 1 away here. That one's down. 2 balls and 1 strike. And fastball for a called strike there. And this one in the dirt gets away from Carhill, and Butchermus is going to score from third base. And that's ball 4 to Pompa, so he goes off to first base. And that's the 3rd run now for the Renegades. So man on first with 1 out now. Sutherland, the extra hitter, comes to the plate. And a little swing and bunt there down the third base line. Going to be a tough play for the third baseman coming in. He is not going to get him over there at first base. Didn't have a play at second either. So he's going to be aboard with an infield hit. Pompa ran to second on the play. Runners on first and second now for Kelly, the left fielder. Eric Kelly, that is. And first pitch to Kelly is a ball. And Sanchez struggling a little bit with control. And that one also very high. 3 balls and no strikes now on Kelly, and Sanchez wants to change the baseball. And that made all the difference as he throws that one in there for a called strike. And a swing and a miss there. Takes the count full, 3 balls and 2 strikes. And this one lifted foul down the left field line. Left fielder Kelly going over into foul territory and is not going to get there. And that ball's going to drop foul. So the count remains 3-2.
Go on, the Renegades! Renegades. In the air! Drop that.
This one lifted high and foul again, but more shallow. Third baseman has room and is going to make the catch. So Kelly is retired for the second out of the inning. So runners on first and second with 2 away. That brings up Cibiano, the third baseman. Got a single to left field in his first time at bat in the second inning, but got stranded at third base. And swing and a miss there, a little ahead of that one. That's going to even the count at 1 ball, 1 strike. This one's hit hard down the left field line, but that's going to drift foul. Takes the count to 1 ball and 2 strikes. And that one misses. Nice play by Carhill to get over to keep that one in front and keep the runners where they are. And that one misses and takes the count full with 2 away. The runners are going to be in motion. And this one hit hard and deep down the left field line, but trailing foul. Not too far short of the fence out there and left. And this one lifted high again, but foul. And that's going to go out of play behind the third base dugout. Count remains at 3-2. And off speed he manages to spoil it, so Marco Sibiliano being a bit of a pest here. Count still full on him. Runners on first and second with 2 away. And he hits the deck there, ball 4. So he's going to head up to first base, and that's going to push Pampa over to third and Sutherland to second. So bases are loaded for the pitcher. Subdraki took a walk in his first time up in the second inning, but ended up being stranded at second base. So the Renegades threatening again here in the third inning. They already have 1 across and 2 more in scoring position. And that's 2 balls to start off Subdraki. And this one is lifted softly over to third. Runner goes in front of Smith and he cannot come up with the ball there, so Pampa's going to score. And Subdraki is aboard on the error by the shortstop. Sibiliano ran to second base and Sutherland ran to third. Gets it back to the top of the order with Topfer the first baseman. And this one lifted softly into left field. Shortstop going back, going to get over him. It's going to drop. It's going to score 1, and that's going to score 2. So single and 2 RBIs for Topfer. The throw goes into third base, and he makes his way around to second on the throw. But he'll be credited with a single and 2 RBIs as Sutherland and Sibiliano both score on the play. Subdraki now around to third base, and Andres Formes coming up. He's 0 for 1 today with a fly out to the shortstop, walked in his second plate appearance in the second inning, and he has 2 runners in scoring position now with 2 away. And Sanchez missing off the plate to him. And misses again. And called strike this time. Takes it to 2 balls and a strike. And there's another called strike on the outside corner. Evens it up 2-2. Actually 3-2 now. And he loses in there with ball 4. So that's going to load him up now for James Kelly, the centre fielder. and that's going to precipitate a little chat amongst the Northstars. So we've got Zadraki at third, Tupfer at second, and Formas at first. So bases loaded here with 2 away. First pitch to Kelly is popped into foul territory. Third baseman over and has room, and he takes care of him. So, but not before they put 4 across. It goes to 6-0 as we go to the bottom of the third. So we go to the bottom of the third now. Renegades leading at 6-0. Zadraki's been perfect so far through 2, retired the first 6 Northstars in a row, and he's going to face the right fielder Gibson to lead it off for the Northstars. Starts him off with a ball off the plate. And this one chops softly over the second. Second baseman Gao is going to be on it and fires across in time to Tupfer at first to retire Gibson. That's 1 away. That's going to bring up the third baseman Riley. That one just a little wide. Goes back to the backstop, ball 1. And this one missing down and in. Called strike there, takes the count to 2 balls and 1 strike. Zadraki drops down sidearm again, catches the inside corner. 2-2 now the count. just misses off the outside corner. Takes the count full, 3-2. And that one misses outside for ball 4, and there goes the perfect game as the North Stars have a base runner. Riley makes his way up to first, and the second baseman Santos is going to come up to the plate. Start Santos off with a called strike on the fastball on the outside corner. And so Draki steps off and just checking the runner at first. And there goes the runner, swinging a foul tip. So runner's going to have to return to first, and that's a 2-strike count now on Santos. That one misses down and in. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Runner goes, pitches in the dirt, good pick by the catcher, and decent throw, but on the third base side, so it's not going to be in time. Stolen base for Riley. The count on Santos goes to 2-2. That one misses high and takes the count full. And he loses him there at ball 4. Santos makes his way up to first base. So Santos on first, Riley on second. Runner in scoring position for the North Stars for the first time in the game. It's going to bring up the center fielder, Hamill, for his first at bat. And Hamill takes the fastball high for ball 1. Check back at second base, but Riley's back in safely.
Good piece, buddy, good piece, good piece.
This one lifted high and foul and out of play over the third base line. 1-1 the count now on Hamill.
Hey, Stars, let's hear it.
So Draki drops down again and catches the outside corner there. Ball and 2 strikes. And swing and a miss by Hamill for the So Drake's second strikeout of the day. And that takes us back to the top of the order for Devin Carahill, the catcher. He flew out to the second baseman his first at bat. First pitch to him, a ball snap throw down at first. Close play there on Santos, but he's back in time. Next pitch misses down and away. 2 balls. And this one grounded over the shortstop. Formels comes up with this, going to go the short way to Gow at second. And that's going to be the third out on the fielder's choice. And the North Stars leave 2 stranded. It's still 6-0. We go to the 4th. So we go to the 4th, with the Renegades leading 6-0. Boutramos going to lead it off again this inning. They batted around in the 3rd inning. Boutramos got aboard on an error, promptly stole second and third base and scored on a wild pitch. Renegades putting across 4 runs on 2 hits in the inning. And this one hits sharply down third, just stays inside the bag fair, and he's going to come around to second base as that ball goes all the way into the corner to the foul pole in left field. So that's a lead-off double for Boutramos. So the runner in scoring position now with nobody out. The second baseman Gow comes to the plate, 0 for 2 today, with a ground out to the shortstop in the 3rd and flew out in foul territory to the 3rd baseman in the 1st. And there's a delayed steal attempt on the throw back to the pitcher, but they are going to get Boutramos at third base. So the lead-off double is squandered as he's caught stealing. So one away now and a 1-1 count on Gow. That one missing, 2-1. And Sanchez floats that one in for a called strike. That runs the count full on Gow. And this one fouled off. And this one driven out into right field. Right fielder playing quite shallow. We're going to have a go at first base, but that's not going to be in time. So Gow is aboard with a single to right. And that's going to bring up the right fielder Pompa. Pompa's 0 for 1 today. Got aboard with an error by the first baseman on a ground ball to the shortstop in the second and drew a walk in the third and scored. And first pitch to Pompa misses off the inside corner. And that one in the dirt. Carhill semi-blocks it, but he's not going to be in time to prevent the runner from advancing on the wild pitch. So Gow is into scoring position. 2 balls and no strikes to count on Pompa. And Sanchez misses there off the inside, so he falls behind 3-0. And Sanchez floats the breaking ball in. And ground ball over the shortstop. Smith comes up at it, fires across a one-hopper to first. That's going to be in time. Runner goes, and the throw gets by the third baseman, and he is going to score. So throwing error on the first baseman allows that run to score, but Pompa's retired on the 6-3. And that's going to bring up the extra hitter, Brett Sutherland. He chops that one foul for his second strike. And that one chopped high and foul out of play. And a little ahead of that one, corkscrew off the end of the bat, foul again. Count remains at no balls and 2 strikes with 2 away. And this one chopped back up the middle, going to be a tough play for Smith. A lot of ground to cover to get to that one. Fires across to first and not in time. So Sutherland is aboard with an infield hit. And that's going to bring up Eric Kelly, the left fielder. It's a two-way runner on first. They have put another run on the board here. And Kelly lifts this one high in foul territory down third baseline. Third baseman has room, but is not going to be able to come up with it. And that's a foul ball. Evens the count at a ball and a strike on Kelly. And Kelly swings through that one. And now a ground ball over the shortstop. Smith is going to come up with it. Goes a short way to Santos at second. And retires Sutherland on the fielder's choice. And that'll take care of the Renegades. But they put up another one. And they now lead 7-0 as we go to the bottom of the fourth. So Smith is going to lead it off for the North Stars in the bottom of the fourth. They're chasing 7 now. Smith grounded out to the shortstop his first time at bat in the first inning. And he jumps on the first offering but lifts it foul and out of play on the third baseline. And takes a fastball right down the chute for strike 2. That one's outside, so 1 ball and 2 strikes now. So that evens the count at 2-2 now on Smith. And Smith swings through the high inside fastball, upset with himself for chasing that pitch that was outside the strike zone. And the first batter is retired. That brings up the pitcher, Darwin Sanchez. Sanchez grounded out to the shortstop in the top of the first. And first pitch to Sanchez, a called strike. And that one up and in, evens the count at 1-1. This one lifted high in the infield. Second baseman Gao is going to be under it, and he takes care of Sanchez. So 2 quick outs here in the fourth. It's going to bring up Randy Cornwell, the extra hitter, grounded out to the shortstop in the top of the second. And Zadraki starts him off with a strike at the top of the zone. Now misses down and away to even it up at 1-1. Cornwell leaves that one high for ball 2. That one misses outside. 3 balls and a strike now on Cornwell. This one grounded over to short. Formez retreats to give himself a bit of space, makes a nice play and fires over the first in time. And that's going to take care of the Northstars 1-2-3. The score remains 7-0 as we go to the fifth. So we go to the fifth now. New pitcher for the Northstars is Gordon Cuthbert. He comes into the game for Hamill, the centre fielder, and Sanchez goes out to centre field. Cibiano is going to lead it off, the third baseman for the Renegades. He's 1 for 1 today with a single in the second and walked and scored in the third. 7-0 the score to the Renegades in the fifth inning. We do play a mercy rule after the fifth of 10 runs, so the North Star is going to be keen to limit any further scoring by the Renegades. First two pitches to Cibiano are balls. And Cuthbert misses with that one also. So he's in a quick hole 3-0.
The competition is the big up here, don't they? After the competition, did you go there up here in Ireland playing or Ireland or Ashbourne?
And he floats that one in there for a called strike on the inside corner. 3-1 now the count. And chops that one over to shortstop, but there's a nice stab by Smith. And Cibiano is retired. That's going to bring up Zabdraki, the pitcher, who is 0 for 1 today, walked in the second inning and got aboard on an error by the shortstop in the third.
So, what happened so far?
So first offering to him is a ball. And this one grounded over to Smith, a shortstop, showing good speed down the line, Zabdraki, and he is going to get there. So he's aboard with the infield single. And that takes us back to the top of the order, the first baseman, Topfer. Runner goes. Zabdraki showing the speed again. He's going to get in there at second base. Called strike on Topfer.
Now what happens here then? Yeah.
And this one is grounded deep in the hole. Smith over, manages to backhand it, but he's going to have a tough play over at first, and he's not going to be in time. So Topfer is in there at first base with another infield single. And Zabdraki does manage to make it over to third base on the throw. So runners at the corners now with one away. It's going to bring up the shortstop Formas, who's 0 for 1 today. He's walked twice and been stranded on base both times.
Oh, you know that? Oh, then you know a bit about it. Is he playing yet? Is he playing yet? Is he playing?
He's out there on the... Oh, he's putting the
And he shows bunt, but takes it on a ball down for ball one. Now runner goes this time, shows bunt again, but pulls back. Carhill fires down to third, but they were awake for that play, and Zabdraki is back safely.
Oh, sorry.
2 balls and a strike now on Formas. And that one just finds the inside corner, 2-2. And Formas takes a hack at that one, but just fouls it off on the first base side. Count's going to remain. And misses, takes the count full. And that's going to be ball 4. So Formas is going to go up to first base for his 3rd walk of the day. That's going to load him up. He's at first, Tougher at second, and Zabdraki at 3rd base for James Kelly, the center fielder. He's 0 for 2 today. Walked in the first, grounded out to second in the second, and flew out in foul territory to the 3rd baseman in the 3rd. And he takes a ball outside. And he lifts this one softly into left field. That's going to drop. Runners had to hesitate to make sure that ball wasn't going to be caught, so it's only going to score 1. As Draki comes in from 3rd base. And an RBI single for Kelly. Topher advances to 3rd base on the play, and Formas around to second. That's going to bring up Boutrimos, the catcher. He was hit by a pitch in the first, got aboard in the 3rd on an error, and hit a lead-off double in the 4th, but was promptly caught stealing. And he dribbles this one in front of the plate. Cuthbert coming over. He is going to have a play at the plate, and they get the force out there on Topfer. So Boutrimos aboard on the fielder's choice, but no run scores, and that's the 2nd out of the inning. Formas around to 3rd on the play, and Kelly to 2nd. Brings up Gow, the 2nd baseman. Gow's 1 for 3 today. And he lifts this one over the shortstop into left field, and that is going to drop. It's going to score 1. It's going to score 2. Throw goes into 3rd base. Diving in safely is Boutrimos, getting around there from first. So another 2 runs in. 2 RBI shot from Gow. Scores Formas from 3rd. And from 2nd, Kelly. Pinch hitter is Stevens, who came into the ball game for Pompa in right field. And misses again inside. And that's 4 straight balls to walk Stevens to first base. That's going to load him up for Brett Sutherland, the extra hitter. Sutherland has had a pretty good day at the plate so far, 3 for 3, but amazingly all infield singles. And this one chopped just foul on the third base line. 0-2 now the count on Sutherland. And that one misses to take it to 1-2. And swing and a miss for strike 3, so that's going to take care of the Renegades, but they put 3 across, and that puts the score standing at 10-0. So the North Stars are going to have to put 1 across to keep this one alive. So we go to the 5th, bottom of the 5th, and the Stars are 10 runs down, so the mercy rule will activate here at the end of this inning if they do not score. So they must scrape 1 across. Got Kelly, Shackley and Gibson coming up to bat. So Dracky's still going strong, having thrown 58 pitches through the first 4 innings. And he starts Kelly off with a called strike on the outside corner. And next pitch just a couple inches further outside. This one hits sharply over the first big jump by Topher. He manages to haul it in. And that is 1 away on the line drive to the first baseman.
Pinch hitter. Chris St. Amand for...
Chris Stange now the pinch hitter for Sean Shackley. Comes up to bat. And he started off with a ball outside. That one also misses. Ball 2. And that one almost gets a piece of stage, but he works it ahead. 3 balls and no strikes. And that's down, and Stange is aboard on 4 straight, and the North Stars have their crucial base runner to try to keep them alive. And that's going to bring up Gibson, the right fielder, grounded out to the second baseman his first time up. Runner goes on the pitch. They're going to have a play. Throws a little high and not held by the shortstop. And Stange is going to be in there. I think they would have had him there had he held on to that ball. So that goes in the book as a caught stealing E6. But importantly, he is safe at second and in scoring position. One and one now, the count on Gibson. Another called strike there on the inside corner. 1 ball and 2 strikes. This one grounded over to third, freezes the runner, goes over to first, and the throw gets away and passes the first baseman, so runner's going to advance around to third, and that is 90 feet away from being the stay alive run for the North Stars. And the batter runner Gibson got around to second on the play. So Riley, the third baseman, comes up to bat. Takes that one outside for ball 1. So runners on second and third now with 1 away. North Stars threatening for the first time really today. That one missing outside. 3 balls and no strikes. And he loses him there on 4 straight, and that is going to load him up for Santos, the second baseman, and that's going to precipitate a discussion amongst the Renegades. So it looks like they're going to stick with Sadraki, and North Stars with their stay alive run at third base. 1 out and the base is loaded here for Santos, so force everywhere. Santos is going to be patient here, I suspect. Takes the first pitch away. It's going to force Subdraki to throw strikes. And he does, and that's foul tipped to even the count at 1 ball, 1 strike. Playing short at third base over there, the Renegades, to try and cut it off. Also at first. That one misses outside. 2 balls and 1 strike. Now that one's in there for a called strike too. Evens it at 2-2. And Santos asks for time and is granted to compose himself here. And this one fouled away out of play on the first base side, so the count's going to remain at 2-2. And ground ball chopped over the pitcher. It's going to be a tough play. Second baseman comes in, fires to first, and just gets Santos. That was their only play. So the go-ahead run is going to score from third base, so we will have another inning to play at least. As Stain scores from third, Gibson over to third on the play, and Riley to second. So 2 still in scoring position for Gordon Cuthbert, who's now the pitcher for the Northstars. And Cuthbert takes a called strike on the outside corner.
At a point corner, at a point corner.
The second one is high and outside.
Unlucky, unlucky. Come on now, come on, Gordon, come on. Stay alive, Jimmy, stay alive.
And swing and a miss there, takes it to 1 ball and 2 strikes. And off the end of the bat, rolling over to first base. Topfer's going to have it and make the out at first. So Cuthbert is retired, as are the Northstars. But they score 1 to stay alive. It's 10-1 as we go to the 6th. So we go to the 6th inning now. Eric Kelly, the left fielder, is going to lead it off for the Renegades. The Northstars managed to do just enough in the bottom of the 5th to avoid the mercy rule and put 1 run on the board. They're chasing 9. So once again they're going to want to hold the Renegades here to further avoid the mercy rule, which is now in effect until the end of the game. So Cuthbert deals to Kelly. This one's popped straight up and it's going to be the pitcher's ball, and he makes the catch. And Kelly is retired on one pitch on the fly out to the pitcher. That's going to bring up the third baseman Cibiano, who's 1 for 2 today, single in the 2nd. Lined out a hard hit ball to shortstop his last time up. And he takes a ball down. And he strokes this one out into left field. It's going to drop, and he rounds first, but he's going to hold on there as the ball's returned promptly to the infield, and Cibiano is aboard with a single to left. That's going to bring up the pitcher Zabdraki. Runner goes on the pitch, fires down, and he's in there safely at second base with the stolen base. Ball called on the pitch. So that's the mercy run potential at second base if he scores. And this one lifted out into left. Runner was going, but he's going to retreat now because that's right at the left fielder. And it is caught, and he's going to have to return to second base. So Draki retired on the fly to left, and that's 2 away. Gets us back to the top of the order with the first baseman, Topfer. Made a nice play in the bottom of the last inning to get a bit of airtime over there at first on a hard hit ball over to him that he managed to stab. Now runner goes on the pitch, swing and a miss, and throw down to third base. Third baseman cannot come up with it, and he's going to be safe over there at third with the stolen base. And just spoils that pitch to stay alive. Count remains at 1 ball and 2 strikes. Checked his swing, ball in the dirt. Gets away from the catcher. He's going to tag him just in case he went around on that one, but Umpires say no. So that's going to even the count at 2-2. A runner from third is coming. Pitch comes in high, slide at the plate. Safe is the call from Sean Grant, the home plate umpire. And that is the Mercy rule run once again on the board. 11-1 now. A 10-run lead again by the Renegades. Northstars don't seem to be too pleased with the call, and they're querying something about it. Umpires are going to confer on this, but they're happy with it, and it is going to stand. So that's a stolen base for Cibiano. He steals home. Pitch was high for ball 3, takes the count full. And that's going to be ball 4, so Topher's going to head up to first base. So runner on first, 2 away. Andres Formas, the shortstop, coming up to bat. He's walked 3 times and flew out to the shortstop in the first inning. His first pitch swinging up the middle. Second baseman was there and makes the tag out at second base for the fielder's choice, and that's going to retire them, but not before they put another one up to extend that lead back to 10 runs. So the North Stars are going to have to get one across to keep this one alive. We go to the bottom of 6th. So go to the bottom of 6th. North Star still in danger of a mercy here, so they are going to have to scratch at least one run across. They start off with their top of the order, Devin Carahill. And the Renegades sticking with Zadraki, doing a good job today. He's at 82 pitches now after 5 innings. And first pitch to Carahill high. And lifts this one deep into left, over towards the corner. Left fielder coming across, sliding catch, and makes the play. Nice play over there in left field, and that retires Carahill. 1 away. So Renegades 2 outs from a victory here in game 1 if they can manage to keep the North Stars from scoring. Brings up the shortstop, Mark Smith. First pitch to Smith, high for a ball. Next one he chops over in the hole. Third baseman and shortstop both go for it, gets by both of them. And Smith is going to be aboard on the error there by the third baseman. And that's going to bring up Darwin Sanchez, who is now the center fielder. He's 0 for 2 today, grounded out to short in the first and flew out to second baseman in the 4th inning. So the stay alive run at first base now for the North Stars. And they're going to check on him over at first, try to keep him close and keep him out of scoring position. First 2 pitches to Sanchez miss. He's ahead 2-0. And ball 3 there. And 3-0 swinging, quite extraordinary from Sanchez. Pops it up in the infield to the first baseman. And he's going to be retired. So the North Stars down to their last out here, unless they can score a run. Brings up Randy Cornwell, who's 0 for 2 today, two ground balls to the shortstop. North Stars really need to get their man into scoring position. And swinging through the hole at shortstop, and Cornwell, first pitch swinging is aboard on a single into left. That's going to advance Smith crucially into scoring position. And it's going to bring up the left fielder Kelly. 2 away here, and the stay alive run at second base. But Mark Smith looking like he may have a groin or quad issue there that hopefully he can run. First pitch to Kelly, a called strike in the up and in. And that one right down the pipe, another called strike. 0-2 down to their last strike here. And this one lifted out into center field. Center fielder coming on and is going to make the catch. And that is your ball game by mercy rule. Renegades take game 1, 11-1. So that's game 1 of a best-of-3 series. So if the Renegades win game 2, this is all going to be over. We'll be back in about half an hour with game 2.
There's only one good thing about a small town. There's only one good use for a small town.
There's only one good thing about a small town. You know that you want to get out. When you're growing up in a small town, you know you'll grow down in a small town. There's only one good use for a small town. You hate it. Murder.
So 2 o'clock will be the start of game 2. We've just heard that officially from the umpires. So that's 27 minutes from now. We'll see you then.